What's up, everybody? I just want to talk about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight coming up on Netflix, and the rules are finally out. I mean, I was already making this video when I looked this up because it really set on me. It set in, actually. This fight is just like really, for me, it's just a money grab. Let's talk about this real quick. New rules for Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul has been revealed. Excuse me, 16-ounce gloves, usually 10-ounce. 2-minute rounds, usually 3 minutes. No official judges to score the fight, no kidding. No winner unless via KO, which probably won't happen unless Mike collapses, because he didn't look good versus one of his last fights with Kevin McBride back in the day when he was in his late 30s. He was struggling. So each fighter must pass an EEG and EKG. Love Mike Tyson, but I'm glad he's making the money, but come on. He's going to be 58 when he fights this guy who's not even the only professional boxer this Jake Paul character fought was Tommy Fury, and he lost. This guy is a C-B fighter, maybe a B. Sorry, C-, D+ fighter at best. He is just really awful. He's cringe. As far as boxing goes, I don't know anything else about this man except he's trying to be taken serious as a professional boxer. This is all a circus. This is all fake. I'm mad. I'm frustrated. I'm glad Mike's making his money, but listen, I'm mad at the disrespect for the sport that they're watering down boxing like this. So it's an exhibition fight. If it was serious, I'm not even sure, to be honest, that I put my money on Mike Tyson at this stage of the game. He's going to be 58, almost 60 years old. Come on, fighting a 27-year-old regular non-boxing cab driver that spars on the weekends. It would be a lot of trouble if the guy was a 25 and a gym rat. It would be difficult for Mike Tyson. So, you're looking at a cash grab fight here. It's absolutely fake. You're going to watch them spar. If you sign up for Netflix, you're going to be watching a sparring match. Highly doubt he's going to knock out Jake Paul unless he paid him $10 million to take a dive. I don't think this is going to really be a real fight. It's really sad to see this. I hope this is a fad. I mean, back in the day, before most of us, even myself, all of us were born, I think Mike Tyson had an exhibition, Muhammad Ali had an exhibition fight against a wrestler, stuff like this. But now it's like all the time. Boxers like Floyd Mayweather are having entire careers of these fake fights. So it's watering down a sport. It's much like a lot of things are fake online now. You go online and you see like a short video of someone on a plane making a joke out of something, and it's probably staged. It looks fake. There's a lot of fake things going on. So basically, this is a fake fight, in my opinion. They're going to have a sparring session. It's not going to be real. It's not going to be Mike Tyson trying to take this dude's head off for real. I don't think so. And this Paul guy trying to take Tyson's head off and go all out. I would be surprised to see that. 16 ounces. Let's get real. Are they going to be wearing headgear? I don't see any of that yet, but I wouldn't doubt if they came out with headgear. Let's take a quick look. The latest, because it may be news. Headgear for Tyson fight versus Paul. Let's take a look, because I don't know. So as far as there will be no headgear, as far as I know right now. You never know. There might be something new. They might drop that gem after people are raped like 2 days before the fight. Bait and switch. But the rumor was they were going to wear headgear. But anyway, it's kind of ridiculous. So you get different rumors, you get a lot of stuff. But as far as I'm looking at with this latest piece of news, I got this off of the news of My Mix Tapes with a Z, off of Twitter, X. So anyway, that's what I'm seeing. So 16-ounce gloves, hard to knock someone out, pillows, 2-minute rounds, tight, usually 3 minutes. 2-minute rounds is like really short. Tyson is going to run out of gas. He was in his late 30s when he was seriously having real fights and he couldn't last. Remember that? He would just go down and just lose. His last few fights were losses. So this guy's almost 60 years old. People, do you realize? Did you see what happened to Holyfield versus the MMA fighter when he got touched? He was out on his feet in seconds. Jake Paul might not even be trying to knock Mike Tyson out. If he runs and gets him tired for 2 or 3 rounds, he might land something. Tyson might be so exhausted, it might be hard for him to lift up his arms. So this fight is an absolute joke. Again, I get it. Tyson's making his money. I like to see that. But damn, this is ridiculous. Is even going to be, on, I don't even want to say the substance Tyson likes to use regularly going into the ring. It's crazy. Jokes, someone said on Twitter, the jokes, they're going to be wearing headgear too. So this is just like, come on. It's just like an absolute joke. It's very disappointing. If you go back in the day and you see Mike Tyson in his prime, he would it would be worse than Peter McNeely. If you look at Tyson when he fought Peter McNeely, that wasn't even the best version of Mike Tyson. When he got out of jail, his comeback fight, they just got this bum Peter McNeely to get in there. Jake Paul is worse. He's a worse fighter than Peter McNeely, because at least Peter McNeely was a real boxer. This Jake Paul guy is just watered down boxing, watered down wannabe professional fighter looking good, and he gets worse and worse. He fights novice fighters. Like I said, the one fighter who he fought, they tested the water, was an okay Tommy Fury. Any decent fighter, C level, C plus, would beat Jake Paul. Any decent fighter who has a decent set of skills that wouldn't even be considered a contender would beat this Paul guy. This guy is, as far as boxing goes, when you judge him on boxing merit, he's just a bum. I hate to say the word, but it's true. In boxing circles, a palooka, a bum, someone who's just doesn't have it, a stiff. There's so many words that you could describe a guy on the fringes of boxing and trying to make it in the club circuit of boxers. But he has name brand recognition with a generation that's watching him on YouTube and influencer. So they're milking that. From a business point of view, it's smart. It makes money. I'm glad Tyson's getting paid. But I'm conflicted here when it comes to boxing. I don't mind, the influencer thing. Do what you got to do. Get your money. But when you're taking the sport I really love and just watering it down and making a mockery of it like this, it's just a darn shame. And I think it's a total farce. It's a fake fight. It's faker than the fake troll comments that I get. You know nothing about boxing. I get these bums, they come on here. You know nothing about boxing. And they have no prediction history like mine. Predicting fights for many years accurately. In many fights, the ratio is high of the prediction rate, where I won prizes from Showtime when they had them. And I have the receipts all on this channel, 15 fight streaks, which is even more difficult because I would predict fights like up and coming fights. So when I really had to do analysis on their records, whereas you would have a big B fighter like Canelo fighting a no-name guy and Canelo's going to win, he's the favorite. This was different, a lot more digging into the stats, and you really got to know what you're talking about. But it's just like a troll. This Jake Paul guy's a troll in my opinion, getting in there with Mike Tyson, taking advantage of the situation. And Mike Tyson, even at his advanced age in a sparring session, he could get hurt, for real. Yeah, he looks impressive. Yeah, there's things people put into their bodies at advanced age, allegedly, and they look really good. TRT, whatever. I'm just saying, this is sad. I'd rather just see Mike Tyson make his money without taking any type of headshots, even in a sparring fake fight session. Because there's still a risk there, even if he's taking shots to the head in a situation like this. But if you're looking to see a real fight, you're not going to get it here. This is once again, people, a fake fight. What else can I talk about in the future? We'll see what's coming up. But right now, I just wanted to get this off my chest. Big Mike Tyson fan. And I really wish, I'd rather see him get the money from not getting in the ring, getting used from promoters, getting used in a situation, taking a risk of getting hit in the head at almost 60 years old. And I don't like it. I didn't like when Holyfield Evander went in there in the ring and did that with the MMA fighter, and it was over in seconds. And I think I predicted that on this channel that he would get beat. I don't know if it was on this channel, but I know I predicted it with my friends. So I just hope Mike Tyson, I can't even take this fight seriously. Is it going to be a winner or a loser? A handshake behind the scenes, a lot of body shots. He tried early when Mike Tyson has gas for the first 2 minutes, like in one of his clips on Instagram. training, that's all going to run out. The guy gets tired. Like I said, go back to the videos. Look at Mike Tyson's last professional bouts. Let me take a look. Mike Tyson box records. I just want to look. I'm not going to show it on screen. Mike Tyson's last professional bouts, he looked awful. Kevin McBride, he got taken out. It was awful. Danny Williams, he lost. He was the guys that weren't even known, he just got destroyed. He had no gas in the tank, nothing was there. He didn't have it, and he was in his 30s back then, his late 30s. Anyway, and Kevin McBride was what you would call a sea fighter. He was just he was just an average boxer, He was like a Chuck Wepner, type of fighter. Anyway, the real Rocky, right? Chuck Wepner was tougher for sure, but he beat Mike Tyson in Tyson's last professional bout. This Kevin McBride guy beats Tyson, and they thought he was something. And after that, he got one more win versus someone I don't even remember, Brian Polly, and then he lost to all these other people, and it was a wrap. And including Andrew Galata, an older version, a 2007 version of Andrew Galata. If you don't know who he is, he basically had the heavyweight championship won versus Riddick Bowe in the first fight. There was a big riot at the Garden, and unfortunately, things didn't pan out. And then he had a rematch. He was beating Bowe again. He went low blows. I never see anything like it to this day. The guy couldn't help himself, but he was responsible for damaging Bowe so much that Bowe to this day has issues speaking. He slurred speech, and I'm not a doctor, but he's punch drunk, the old saying. But anyway, Mike Tyson shouldn't be taking these shots. He should be enjoying his retirement. He should be enjoying his podcast. He should be enjoying his celebrity. He should be enjoying all of that. His commentating, whatever he loves to do, his businesses, and he should not be in the ring trying to get this quick money. It's not cool, and it's really bad for the sport of boxing. And I'm out. Had enough of this. This is what made me stop posting about boxing to begin with. I should just talk stonks on here and just talk about other interests of mine, because this is just really frustrating. And like I said, you talk about all this stuff, and you have all these receipts, of your past predictions and breaking down boxing, and you have these losers, these trolls that come on here. You know nothing about boxing. Meanwhile, they have no record of anything. They have no receipts of anything about boxing, any long-term consistency over many years talking about boxing. They're just trolls, a lot of haters, and unfortunately, sports. I find out with this sports channel, because I had other channels. Sports, for some reason, boxing, it attracts some cool people, but a lot of trolls, just miserable losers. And like when I predicted Rick and Diao would lose to Loma, and you get these miserable losers, trolls, sitting in their mommy's basement at 50 years old, hating on me. I've had it. I've seen the comments cursing at me because I was breaking down a silly sport. Anyway, for the positive people, I'm out. I'll catch you on the next one.